Today I'm going to take you through the process of pulling a print. These are called reflection prints because it reflects on the bottom. So first you will need the drawing of the landscape that you did on the half sheet of paper, and you will need a piece of styrofoam and some tape. So you will tape your drawing to the front of the styrofoam. Just a couple pieces at the top is all you need. And then what you'll need to do is use a not so sharp pencil and start tracing your lines. You'll need to trace every single one of your lines if you want them to show up in your print. Then once you go over all of the lines, take your paper off and you'll see that your drawing is now pressed into the styrofoam. But what you'll need to do is go over those lines once more. This takes a little bit of patience, and make them a little deeper. You really want them to show up in the print. So I have one here that is ready to print. As a matter of fact, I've already made a print with it. That's how I made this one. And what you're going to do is, on your table you will have a tray and some brayers. That's what this is called, a brayer. You will put some ink on it, or I will, and then take your brayer and dip the brayer into the ink. And then you'll start rolling it. You want to roll it in different directions to spread it out. You want it to be even. If you see on your brayer that you have a big glob in one area and then hardly any in another area, you need to keep rolling. What you're looking for, or actually listening for, is that sticky sound that you have when you roll the ink. If you hear that sticky sound, then that means you don't have too much ink and you don't have too little ink either. So once it's all rolled out evenly, and you can see that it's even on your brayer, then you're going to start rolling it on your printing block. And you want to get a good amount of ink on there, and you want it to go all over. You want to cover the entire printing block with the ink. As you're rolling it, try not to touch the surface, because if you get fingerprints on it, that will show up in your print. Then you also need your paper that you painted. You'll need to fold it in half and then turn over your printing block onto the top half of your paper. And once you get it down, you do not want to move it. Press down all over to make sure that it made contact and it's going to print. You kind of use the palm of your hand to press down. Make sure you press down on the edges, the corners, and the middle. And then once you are sure that you've pressed down in all areas, then you can peel it off and then very quickly fold your paper in half and press down on it. And then your print will be reflected on the bottom, like this is water reflecting your landscape.